If you're submitting bids and still not winning, it's not your pricing or your capability. You're chasing opportunities you were never positioned to win. Meanwhile, contracts are getting awarded to vendors who saw the signal early. Welcome to This Week in Procurement, your weekly outlook on state, local, and education government contracting. I'm your host, Abby Souffrant. Let's get into the top 5 opportunities you should be looking at right now. First up, out of the state of Arkansas, we have a destination marketing services contract. This is a full scope marketing opportunity. Research, branding, campaign execution, ad placement, and KPI tracking. The budget is up to $150,000. Best fit for agencies specializing in tourism and destination branding. The signal for these types of contracts are that states are investing in measurable economic development, not just visibility, but outcomes. And the deadline for this opportunity is May 5th. Next up, out of the state of Oregon, we have a construction manager and general contractor opportunity. This is a full life cycle oversight project that includes project management, scheduling, cost control, safety, as well as coordination. The budget for this contract, up to $4.4 million. Best fit for firms that can manage complexity across teams and timelines. The signal from these type of contracts are that major infrastructure is moving forward and agencies want operators, not just builders. And the deadline for this opportunity is May 8th. Next, out of the state of North Dakota, we have a passenger rail station study. Now for this type of contract, they're looking for site identification, freight impact, safety, and full station planning, with a very nice budget up to $225,000. Best fit for our transportation planners and our railroad consultants. These type of contract signals that agencies are rethinking how passenger and freight systems connect, and this opportunity is due on May 15th. Next up, out of the state of New Hampshire, we have engineering services. This type of contract includes surveying, soil borings, and full design for a boat launch and parking system. This also has a nice budget up to $250,000. Best fit for our civil engineering firms with a strong design build alignment. And the signals for these types of contracts are that recreation infrastructure is being upgraded with a focus on safety and usability. This contract opportunity and its bids are due on May 15th. And our final contract for this week is out of the state of North Carolina, and they are looking for plumbing services. This type of scope includes routine maintenance, emergency response, system repairs, and compliance work. Best fit for our contractors with 24/7 capabilities. Now, the agencies that are looking for these types of contracts, they're locking into vendors who keep critical facilities running with no downtime. The deadline for this particular opportunity is May 28th. Here's where most vendors get it wrong. Agencies aren't losing money because they can't hire fast enough. They're actually losing money because they can't keep people. So if you're selling staffing, you're already behind. The opportunity is retention infrastructure, lower turnover, clear career pathways, measurable workforce stability. When you bring proof and not just people, you stop being a vendor and you start becoming a long-term partner. That is how you win in this market. Heading over to the big map, this week we had nearly 28,000 new opportunities that hit the market. Agencies are moving and they are moving fast. So there are two patterns that stand out. Infrastructure and tourism are accelerating at the same rate. Specialized expertise is winning over low-cost bids. And here's the key. This cluster of May deadlines signal urgency. So agencies want partners who can execute now, not vendors who need time to ramp up. Looking at our East Coast map, the East Coast is investing in planning to avoid costly mistakes later. New Hampshire is leading with engineering and recreation design, while others are prioritizing environmental and facility readiness. Now, the takeaway from this particular region is precision and compliance will win here. As we look into the South is aligning tourism with transportation. Arkansas drives visitor economy growth, while rail and infrastructure planning expand across the entire region. So for this particular region, they are building for long-term economic expansion, and there are a lot of dollars that are attached to that. Heading over to the Midwest, one thing we can say about the Midwest is that they are steady and predictable. So facilities, maintenance, and staffing contracts dominate in this area. The takeaway is that there is such consistency, and consistency wins in this region. And buyers reward vendors who show up reliable over time, not just when the bid drops. And last, heading over to the West Coast. The West Coast is that they're just executing. There's so much that's going on the West Coast. So our Oregon contract that we mentioned earlier with a $4.5 million contract, it sets the tone for large and complex projects. Now this region is particularly for vendors who can manage scale, coordination, and timeliness. Now we're heading over to our Dear Abby segment. Dear Abby, I'm bidding consistently, but I'm burning out. What do I do? That is an awesome question. And I want to let you know that you're not burned out from bidding. You are actually burned out from bidding on the wrong things. And trust me, I have been there. Not every opportunity deserves your time. Focus on 3 to 5 contract types that match your capability and your profitability. Go deep and not wide. Track your win rate on those versus everything else. You'll see it quickly. Focus wins more than volume. The best vendors aren't the busiest. They're the most selective. If you want clarity on your next steps, make sure you take our government contracting readiness assessment. And if you're ready to structure your opportunities and get a look at the opportunities that we have chosen for this segment, join us in our Under Contract Academy. That's it for this week. Remember, opportunities aren't slowing down, and neither should you. I'm Abby Souffrant, and I'll see you next week.